Good morning. I know I'm on a rampage now when it comes to videos, but I'm here by myself, so I get to rethink about videos I can do. And sometimes stuff comes in and, I'm home alone, so basically I can come up with ideas. I think about ideas while I'm going through everything. Like last night, I was up all night with my headache and it woke me up at 5 o'clock. So I'm still awake. Yeah, don't ask me how. I'm probably going to pass out about 12 o'clock when I walk my dog. So today, we're going to do life of social extremes. What do I mean? Love, hate, anger. I don't like you. You suck. Stuff like that. You hear it all the time. There's no medium to anything anymore. Now it's an extreme. So if you have an opinion about something, you got to be totally one way, or somebody's going to sit there and call you out on it and call you some probably really nasty words. I know I've had a few people when I say, like, it's like, I just want to, I respect your opinion, just respect mine. And they're like, they'll call me the F word. They'll say, screw you. You need to one guy actually wished that my mom died, and my mom did die a little after that, like a little before that, and I went off on the guy. And about that point, everybody blasted the guy. So basically, I did get some support for that one at least. But we go through so many extremes today. It's like ever since COVID, like gas prices are really high. Nobody likes anybody that's in politics anymore. Everybody's fighting each other. You have this hatred, you have black versus white, all of this stuff. This is something that's happening now. This is really, we've come to be a society where now, if you say something wrong, you could have a social media site ban you, even though all you're trying to do is state, like, why can't everything be simple and everybody just meet in the middle? That middle section doesn't even exist anymore. So, how do you deal with it? What do you do? Do you go online? Do you tell people, go F yourself? I don't like you, drop dead? It's all this stuff that they're saying. You ignore it. Because to be honest, I've learned in my life if you ignore certain people, they usually get the hint and they just stop arguing because they know that you're just not listening to them. You're not going to fight with them about what they think and how they feel. You say, I tell people I respect how you feel, I respect your opinion. When they come back nasty to me, I'm like, okay, have a nice day. That's your opinion. And I leave it at that. And how do we deal with these people on the street? What if you're in the street and somebody, like, say you have like a hat on that somebody you don't agree with? So I do car shows. Well, I did car shows at one point with my car. And I have a Dukes of Hazard Confederate flag with the General Lee over the front of it. Now it was a TV show. One guy saw it from Jersey, said, wow, you get away with that, but you can't really see the flag because the General Lee's kind of covering it and there's a saying over it, like straightening the curves, flattening the hills. And, it was a show I loved and I liked the plate. I love the General Lee. And, I liked the TV series. It was a weird, good family TV series. He noticed it, and I said, people have noticed it, but they haven't said nothing. You know why? Because everybody appreciated everybody's tastes. They didn't blast you for it. They didn't. go against me because, I had something that they didn't like. If they didn't like it, they say, I don't agree with it, but hey, if you enjoy it, you like the show. And to be honest, for Chrysler, Dodge Charger, that was like one of their biggest promotions right there with their muscle cars. So not a lot of people hate them. They'll take the flag off of it. It's fine, but it's their opinion. And but people will fight you for it. Why are you going to fight? What are you going to what does it prove? When everybody is fighting, nothing gets resolved. I watched a movie last night. Tora Tora Tora. It was about the Japanese and the American War. So on the Japanese side, we were disagreeing with certain things that Japan was doing, but Japan wanted to launch an attack against the United States because they didn't want us, they were afraid we were going to get involved in the war. And we weren't trying to get involved in the war. So they sent the order, and there were a lot of extremists. So they were supposed to send a third raid to destroy Pearl Harbor altogether, but there were no aircraft carriers. And they knew that if an aircraft carrier came in and found them, they could be in trouble and lose some ships. And we all know how that war ended. We ended up using the atomic bomb, which was wrong, but they would not listen. And to be honest, it's a debate. I'm not fighting with any side, but it happened. It was back then, it happened. And it was a shame things got down to that. And it shows you what proud people are because the Japanese didn't give up twice, and we threw dropped two nukes on them, which a lot of people, some people forget, but we dropped two nukes on Japan, all because they were very proud of their society. They didn't want to give in to the Americans. That's an extreme. That is an extreme. They lost two cities with a lot of people, and they still didn't give in. They gave in after the second one dropped because they knew the next one was going to be on Tokyo, which would have probably killed millions of people. So let's think about this. From that example alone, people had to die for pride because they didn't want to give in to somebody because they thought they were the best. Let me tell you something. You can be the best at anything, but the best also help people also don't act like they're the best, and they help people along to do better in where they're going. What do I mean? I mean, when you're the best, like I was really good at my job at one point, and I trained people like I learned, and then I wanted them to know more, like what I do, so that they could help me in the long run do a better job. Other guys were like, I ain't showing them what I'm doing because then it's somebody going to take my job. You know what? If you think like that, if you do lose your job, what do you gain at? So you lose your job. Okay. Some people are like, well, my job is my job and it's very important to me. I want to know if I take a day off and somebody's doing something that they can do it right and they're not going to get fired. Now, if they backstab me and take my job, hey, take my job. If you feel that's what you had to do, take my job. But there is such a thing called karma. Karma exists. I know because it's repeating on me. Karma is a cruel mistress. And I put it in a couple of my videos. It comes back. Whatever you do in this life will come back on you. It did bite you in the ass in the end. It's like you don't care. You just step over people. Why? Why do you step over people? Why are you hating people for their beliefs? Why are you telling people, I hate you? We don't like you. You need to stop because you are not that important. And people like you need to go away and go to another country. Why? Why? You hate me because I have a belief. I don't hate you if you have a belief. That's your belief. I'll state my point. You can state your point. We could come from two different lives. You know, everybody comes from different lives, from different backgrounds. So everybody's going to have a different opinion. So when I say my opinion, it's like all I want to do is just respect my opinion. I respect yours. And I will say this, if you respect people's opinions and you don't hate, you don't get angry because, somebody said, oh, I don't like you. You know what? Don't like me. Nothing I can tell you. If you don't like me because merely I just stated my opinion and I said, I respect your opinion as well. So you're saying I respect you, but you don't respect me. Okay. You know, you're not going to get along with everybody. It's going to happen. This one might be a little extended, but it's for the best because I feel needs to be said. When I'll finish off with this. When you see somebody and you see somebody with a difference of opinion, don't hate them. Don't tell them like really nasty, harsh words. Just respect their opinion. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's not hard. It's not going to kill you. If that person don't like you, that person don't like you. You can't. It's not the world's not a popularity contest. You can't have everybody like you. We're not politicians trying to sit there and prove, oh, I'm the best politician. No, nobody's the best. There's always competition for everybody. Everybody. And my belief is if you care about people, you will respect their opinion and they'll respect yours. So today's note is be caring, be loving, don't hate. Listen to the other opinion. Don't be mad at the other person for their opinion. At this point, it's breaking up marriages. It's breaking up friendships that have happened for years, which is really making me sick. This is something that should not be affecting friendships. If you love your friend and you care about your friend, you're going to respect their decisions and what they believe in. My daughters have different beliefs than I do. I don't sit there and hate my daughters because they have different beliefs than I do. We come from two different lives. They grew up in a different society than I did. Do I expect them to believe everything I believe? No. They have their own beliefs. They're human. We're human. If we were all the same, it'd be a very boring world. If not, watch that episode of Twilight Zone where they all look the same and the woman looks really pretty. And it turns out that everybody has pig faces. Or they have the one where every woman looks the same and every guy looks the same. And they have a difference of opinion, but then at the end of the video, at the end of the Twilight Zone, she looks like they do when they manipulate her to be that way. We're not that type of society. And we have to believe in other people's beliefs and respect people for their beliefs. Because if you don't respect people, you're just not going to go anywhere in this world. I know. I learned my way. I learned my lesson real fast. So have a great day. I'm probably going to do another one today. I got a couple of topics that I had rolling through my head, but have a really good day. And I appreciate you watching my streams. And have a great day, folks. Enjoy. And enjoy that nice weather if it's nice where you are.